Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 6. Great issue. A whole lot of mind changing in this one. Great moments. There are moments that if we weren't so reverent with the comic books, that we've loved this medium forever, I'm saying I'd have thrown this comic book down several times, like I was throwing down a football and a touchdown. Doing the dance, and I was at my knees are shaking right now, but there were some amazing moments in here. I may get excited during this review. You have been warned. Right, let's talk about who made this book, mother fatheads. Guardians of the mother effing galaxy. The final gauntlet, issue number 6 of 6. We're just ending an arc. The stories are continuing. Donnie Cates is the writer. Jeff Shaw is the artist. David Curiel on colors. VC's Corey Petit on letters. David Marquez and Dean White doing the covers. Gerald Perel doing Marvel's 25th anniversary tribute variant cover art. And it's a bunch of other people on this too, like editors and stuff like that. And they certainly helped make the book also. There's no doubt about it, but I just can't be reading everybody, man. So y'all seen these beautiful preview pages, right, that Marvel was kind enough to put up. God bless y'all. They didn't put up any preview pages last week, which made it really hard to do my reviews early. Is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, bang, shakalaka. They got these up early, and they're gorgeous. Look at them. Look at the story. Look at the story that you're seeing. It's beautiful. There's some moments in here, man. Like, pretty much all the Guardians get some good moments. All right. Gladiator doesn't get a particularly great moment in this one, but you know what? F Gladiator, all right? That cocky sumbitch. That guy's always walking around, I'm the magister of the Shi'ar people and the leader of the Imperial God. You got punked last issue, man. Say something. Say something else. Dude just got straight, like, ponied. There was nothing he could do about it either. Looking like a little sissy. Help! Please don't hurt me anymore. So in this issue, he doesn't look like a punk, but he doesn't get any special moments, because screw that guy. Everybody else, though, they get some sick moments. The fate of Eros. Does he live? Does he die? What happens next? We get that in this issue. This issue gives more closure to a story arc than almost any story that I've seen so far in the Marvel comic books. I think by now the preview pages should be done. I've kind of been wasting a little bit of time here. Let me show you in general what happens on the very next page after those previews. You see Peter Quill going after Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's being barely held together by his force of will. He doesn't have that much force of will because, mistress, the current mistress of death in many ways, Hela. She's, mind controlling and whatnot. But then he goes to hell. Falls down in hell. And who's he meet in hell? That looks like Johnny Blaze right there. That looks like Johnny Blaze. What he says next is something that you can find out if you pay $3.99 US. I think it's on this side. That's on this side. It's definitely down here. $3.99 US, and you get the damn comic book, mother fathead. Because, dude, this is going to continue. It's going to continue in a different comic book. Get the comic book and you'll see where it continues at. I'm just like, whoo! The whole world has changed for me, man. The battles continue, though, dude. This is action-packed violence incarnate. You remember that black hole gun that Proxima Midnight had? They showed her walking forward. Yeah, I'm Proxima Midnight. I'm the one with the gun. She's getting ready to blast. And also I was like, no, that's not happening right now. Somebody else goes to pick up the gun. All right? You know what? I'm going to show you who picks up the gun. Because I'm going to do that for y'all. All right? Look at this. Hela picks up the gun. And look at this right up in here. Beta Ray Thor, he's like, nay! He's going to try and stop it. What happens next? Donnie Cates is writing a screenplay for, I think for No Country, no Country for Old Men. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm talking about. I saw he told me to read it, and I didn't read it yet. Sorry. I'm gonna get around to it one of these days. But God Country, there we go. He told me to read God Country. Writing the script for God Country. This dude, I think, has gotten used to writing screenplays at this point. And I'm saying, man, like, I've talked to the old-timey people, all right? Sat down, had those conversations with the old-timey comic book writers, the comic book artists. And they sit there and they start talking about, and I'm talking about, like, sitting in on panels, recording panels. Still don't have them all up, sorry, I'm trying. Having, exclusive interviews with them. And some things where it's just after the cameras are over, it's like, wow, I'm impressed. You know so much about the stuff. That's really cool. You're good people, and thank you for getting the message. Thank you for like one of the guys actually, and you'll see it in one of the previews, one of the interviews, I believe. He's like, thank you for basically maintaining our immortality. Because comic books, like how many people right now know Donny Cates? And you should know Donny Cates' name, right? You should know Donny Cates' name. But how many people still remember or ever really knew, like, Bob Layton? How many people know or knew what's up with, like, George Perez? Who kissed me, by the way. He kissed me. And it was the straightest, most platonic kiss that was full of love that I've ever had in my life. Guy's an amazing human being. Rubenstein, you know what I'm saying? Joe Rubenstein. I mean, like, these people who created legacy, all right? Like, it's an amazing, beautiful thing. So it's nice when these guys, it's nice when people like Donny Cates get recognition. But some of the newer comic book readers need to learn about some of these older guys also. That being said, I see Donny Cates evolving. All right? It's like somebody just threw one of those like thunderstones at a Pikachu and he's turned into a Raichu right in front of our eyes. Because writing comic books, drawing comic books is one thing. Panel layout, the action, all that good stuff. It's one thing. But when you have outside experiences besides just writing comic books, just reading comic books, you learn more about the art and the craft. And him sitting down and writing screenplays, I really doubt that Donny sat down and just said, you know what? I'm going to just write a screenplay. Never done one in my life. Let's do this. No. Either he has experience doing screenplays before, screwing around, or professionally, I don't know. Excuse me, but I'm pretty sure he at least went and did a little bit of study work. Talked to some people, saw how it was done so that he could write a screenplay. By him doing that, what happened? He wrote this entire comic book like it was a screenplay. And I've said this multiple times before. Comic books are the greatest format for converting over into comic books. Better than any novel, better than anything. Because when you look at an actual screenplay and everything that is associated with this screenplay, what does it basically come down to? A comic book. You got the script, you got the plot, of course, the story, you got all that stuff. You got the entire outline is already in here. You've got it all broken down chapter by chapter. You know what I'm saying? 6, in general, 6 issues to an arc. You've got all that written down, all that put together. You got the thumbnails in here. You got the final artwork. You know what the characters are supposed to look like. The only thing that's left to do is cast and shoot the goddamn movie. Donny Cates wrote this whole thing like a screenplay. Jeff Shaw put this whole together like it was the final print for a movie. There's a scene in here with Beta Ray Bill where I sat there. I remember I mentioned it before. That after Donny Cates and I talked on our on the interview that I gave him, he gave me the interview. I forget how that works. Anyway, I talked to him. He gave me the interview. Afterwards, I said, "What's your favorite character? What's somebody that I should be talking about to people to bump up what you're doing?" He says, "Beta Ray Bill. I love that guy." Okay. Didn't realize how much. Beta Ray Bill has a moment in here I swear to God. If I was doing the comic book live, if I just put this up and was doing this live, and I'm sitting here reading it, and I got to that part, I would have just grabbed the camera and started screaming at the camera, "What? Hell yeah!" Yo, screw Raptors versus whoever the hell they were playing. I'm living in the greater Toronto area right now. I'm in Mississauga. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the GTA, all right? When the Raptors won, there was fireworks, there was screaming, there was, yeah! There was horns, there was whistling, everything you can imagine out there for days. And that would have been nothing compared to the one-man riot I would have had if you would have seen me live when I saw that. Like, I'm in the bedroom reading. I need a little bit of break. My wife's out watching some Stargate 1 repeats or reruns or whatever they are on Netflix out in the living room. And I'm in the bedroom just talking about, yeah, I'm going to just read this comic book. I'm like, yeah! My kids are asleep. I don't even care, man. I don't even care. They got to share in this. There's a effing great moment here. This is a solid comic book from the beginning to the end. If you do not go and pay, did I get it right? No, I didn't. Of course not. It's on this site. If you do not go and pay that $3.99, where, you know, convert it to whatever your currency is. It's more for me in Canada. It is what it is. If y'all don't go and convert that and just buy this comic book, we can't be friends. This conversation, this relationship, it's over. It's over. Okay? I don't want to talk to you anymore. You know what? I shun you. What is this? This is a receipt for one of my Transformers. I shun you with a Transformer. Because no, wrong answer, man. This comic book deserves to be bought, read, loved, read again. Save it. Get the whole arc. Have Donny Cates sign it. It's needed. This is an amazing comic book. I think I've said enough. I hope. Did you go get the comic book yet? Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.